Hey everyone, it's Simper Gummy with Team Scoop. Here to go over this top 16 PPG Webcam Tournament Majin Buu deck. So if you like it, comment us, like, subscribe, just keep in contact because we need to make content and we love to go against people online. Without further ado, let's get into leader. So this is the Bibbidi leader. On the back side, the awakened side, it's the Majin Buu one with nothingness. The auto is for this leader. When this card attacks, you draw one card, and this card gets plus 5,000 power for the turn. You awaken when you have no cards in hand. You draw three cards, choose two cards from your life, and flip this card over. So you get no cards in hand, then you awaken, get three from your draw three, take two from life. On the back side, the awakened side is Majin Buu, one with nothingness. Auto, if you have no cards in hand, you get to draw five cards, which is great. Out of a main, it's not once per turn, so as much cards you want to get rid of, you can do this. You choose one. Choose one card in your hand and place it in the drop area, and then you get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 3 or less and place it under this card. So they get no warp effects, no drop effects, they just go into this card. Or if you discard a card from your hand, this card gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, which isn't bad, especially if you're playing like red where they neg leaders and stuff. You could give power and you get no cards in hand, and they turn it to draw five cards. All right, let's get into the deck. So first, I like opening up turn one with a one-drop Majin Buu Vicious Demon. So I played three of these. This one says auto. When you play this card, look at the top seven. Look for one black Majin Buu card and add to your hand. So this is good turn one, especially if I go second or first. You get to search out the piece I'm missing. Usually I'm searching for this two drop, which is going to set the whole chain off. So I run four of the two drop, the Majin Buu Ghastly Rampage. His auto is his activate main is if all your energy is black and you have no cards in hand, you place this card and it's on his drop area, and you get to choose up to one black Majin Buu card with energy cost of 3 or 4 in your drop area and play it. Or if you have 3 or more energy, choose up to one black Majin Buu card with energy cost between 3 and 6 in your drop area and play it. So this is good for, like you said, you swing. You can play a 2 drop out there, and this 2 drop's going to start your chain, and then you put them in drop, and then you get to pull on turn 2. You get to put them in drop with no cards in hand. You get to go into a 4 drop. And I play 4 of the 4 drop. This one is the Majin Buu Steadfast Absorption. This has dual attack. So you swing, and then its activate main is if you have no cards in hand, you get to play a Majin Buu between 3 and 6 on top of this card and play it in active mode. So you swing, it plays in active mode. And its auto is you can't play this Majin Buu for the turn. So all these Majin Buus can't be played on the same turn. So swing, no cards in hand will go into a 6 drop. So this is all in turn 2. This is the 6 drop. This is Majin Buu Diabolic Punisher. This one says this card permanent. This card can't be moved from your battle area by your opponent's skills. So auto, place this card and it's on his drop area. When your opponent plays a battle card with energy cost greater than the current energy, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to someone's warp. So what happens is they play, a 3 drop, a 5 drop, a 6 drop like Dark Broly. You send this card to your drop and all cards underneath it, so all the boots underneath it, and then you get to choose any card. It doesn't have to be that Broly they played or that high card, but you can choose any card and send it to its warp. And the next 6 drop we can go into is a Majin Buu Supreme Evil. It has the same permanent. This card can't be removed from your battle by skills. So this one is while it's in rest mode, your opponent can't add cards from their decks or their hand except by non-leader skills. So put it in rest mode, swing. Now they can't add cards into their hand. So this card technically becomes a daily defender because this leader has to swing into this to draw cards. So no more draw 2 super combos, no bottom deck, no play 1, draw 1, none of that. And what's crazy is out of a battle for 3. For 3 energy, you tap 3. He gets plus 10. He gets plus 10,000 power and triple strike for the turn. So say you swing with it out of a battle, triple strike, and they combo out. It's for the turn. So so if you're lucky, you can have this 3-drop Boo in your hand. The demonic scream Majin Buu. This card says choose one Majin Buu card in your battle area, put this card under it, and then you get to restand the Majin Buu. So say you swing first with the 6-drop, right? On your turn 3, swing the 6-drop, tap 3 for it, give it triple strike. They combo out. Use your leader effect, dump your whole hand into your leader, buff your leader up, and then list your last card in hand. You stand this under the 6-drop and swing again with another triple strike because that's for the turn. So 30k triple strike for the turn. Now on turn 3, if you go in the chain again, you can go into a 5-drop now. So one has this 5-drop has double strike, and the other 5-drop has critical. So same effects. They're going to be played once per turn, and as long as you have 3 energy, you can go into either one of these. We played 3 of these, so we played 3 of each, because 4 is a little too clunky with the tech we have. So what I like to do is I like to go into the so I like going into the 2-drop, and then what I'll do is I'll go straight into a 5-drop, double strike, and I'll go straight into a 5k critical, and then I'll go into a 4-drop. So it's going to like mess them up. Cause like, oh, I only have 1 attack left, and I just go and swing at them, and then I'll end on a 6-drop. So to get the turn plays out earlier, we always want to see this 1-drop Bibbidi. So the 1-drop Bibbidi is auto, all energies black, play for 1 energy, all energies black, discard a card, play a 2-drop Majin Buu or a 2-drop Pui Pui. Right now the Pui Pui is in my side deck because I want to go aggro in this tournament, especially against like green. I want to hit strike first. So that starts your chain 1 turn earlier, and you have 1 energy extra to do something with. But you only play this Bibbidi once per turn. So we have to play 4 of those, and we also play 4 of the Hatchyak, Age of Destruction. This one lets me tap 1, send this card to my drop. Lets me pull from my deck or drop a 1-drop Bibbidi and play it. So this is another, I guess, 4 copies of that 1-drop Bibbidi we need to get the chain started even earlier. We play 4 copies of that. Now, like I said earlier, we have, since you play the Bibbidi on turn 2, we can play them, 2-drop out, and then we have 1 energy open, right? So with that 1 energy, I like to play a Champa, so double strike. So we play 2 Champas in this deck. So that gives me a double strike on the 15k. So it's a 25k double strike on turn 2, and then you go into 4-drop, and then a 6-drop. And that's almost like 7-8 swings aggro, super aggressive on that turn. And then we're going to get into some of the awesome tech cards. So since we always end up with 5 cards in hand, I always play the Supreme Kai. She's a 1-drop. If you have 5 less cards in hand, she gets a 5k combo. So she's a 10k combo pretty much every time you swing with. She should be a 10k combo in this deck. Also, I got this other tech as well. This Android 18 Perfection's Prey. So this one is, if you have 5 less cards in hand, reduce the combo cost of this card in your hand and battle area by 1. So it's another 10k combo that they're not expecting. So it's like, they swing, I got 5 cards in hand, but if I have 3 in hand, that's 30k combo power that they didn't see coming. And since you only have 5 cards in hand, it's really good, and it throws them off too. Like, why are you playing green-yellow in an all-black deck? So it's pretty good tech. Next we play and then we have the super combo of choice, which is just a draw. So the Vegeta, discard 1, draw 2. I like it because sometimes you get stuff in your hand you don't want, and you're always at 5 cards. So sometimes it's good to just have 6 cards. So you always searching something. And to me, it's just more combo power with this in hand because you draw 2. That's 10k combo power. To me, it's better than going to Bibbidi. The Bibbidi's not bad, but you're trying to win early, and a lot of times you see early, you just charge it, or you just take life tree at 4 to just go in harder. All right, next we'll get into the extra cards. So we only play 6 in the deck. So first is the Mish's Mimicry. So this one is out of a battle for 1 energy. I get to give any boo plus 15 power for the battle, but it's out of a main for 2. I send this card from my drop to my warp, and then I drop 1 card from my hand to play a 2-drop. So this is an extra 2 energy 2-drop from your drop. You don't have to have in your hand to play, and it starts your chain all over again. And lastly, we play Power Burst. So we play 4 Power Burst. I like it because it negates by sparking, and I get to pull 1-drops back. So my 1-drops I pull back, and I play 4 of these. My 1-drop I pull back is usually a Kai a lot because I'm usually on defense. I gotta defend until better, or I pull a 1-drop Bibbidi because either I'm gonna survive that turn, or I'm going to go ahead and kill you next turn with the 1-drop Bibbidi. That concludes the main deck. As far as the side deck goes, I didn't side too much because our games were pretty quick, but I played 3 Gravies just for the Boo matchup. Because I mean not Boo, but the Dark Broly, because I like to see my cards in my drop because we play from drop in that warp. So it puts them back so I can go ahead and aggro even harder. Next we play 2 Black Mask Saiyan. They didn't do that good for me. It was alright. Against Bulma, it kind of helped because he kind of slow played me. So I got to take life from that. But other than that, it was not good. And Bulma was a great matchup because I sucked up every single blocker she put on the field, and it was bad. But he did get me though. He did play a 4-drop Vegito that just stalled my whole deck, the Unison. Again, this card is for the Dark Broly. So this is an extra card that says out of a battle, it's Capricious Onslaught. So out of a battle for 1, choose up to one of your leader cards or battle cards. It gets plus 10,000 power for the duration of the battle. Then if it's my turn, I can choose 1 battle card on your opponent's side of the field and put it under a Boo. So I can choose a Dark Broly, I can choose anything and put it under the Boo, even against Shinron. So it's awesome. Next, here are the pre-pleas for the counter plays, because this is and that's barrier too. If I have 2 or less cards in hand, your opponent cannot activate counterplay. So it just shuts it down. So I just go ahead and come off leader, target 2 in hand. I'll either drop a 1-drop Bibbidi, play the 1-drop Bibbidi, I'll play this guy out because he pulls a PP or Majin Buu, and I just go into town because he can't counterplay nothing, just negates. Then we play another negate, so Son Goku making an entrance. This one's not bad. I just tech it every now and then just to have an extra negate. I can pull back with Power Burst if I'm playing against something like long-ended. Then we have one more, Demonic Scream Majin Buu, just for those aggro matches that I feel like I need to swing harder. Because again, this guy restands any Buu. So I can restand a 5-drop, a 6-drop. Doesn't matter. Just keep on your back pocket when you need them and just swing at them. Lastly, we play 2 Unisons. We play the Toa, the Dark Realm Scientist. I like her because she's removal, even though I have it with my leader also. But I like the -4 where she can steal a battle card, and she's an extra swinger on board. So sometimes it pays to have a Unison because they don't know what you run. I could run the 1-drop, I guess the girl, the double striker. I could run that. I could run any other black cards that play off Unisons, but it makes your opponent swing at this leader or swing at the Unison and gives you more time to kill him next turn. With that being said, that concludes the deck list. We're going to try to play test today. So, send me your energy so I can win. And all right, man. Like, subscribe, and hope to see y'all soon.
Peace.
Hello.
I'm just gonna work. That is my motive. I'm not gonna stop. This is my moment. I'm not gonna quit. That
that is a weakness. I'm just gonna execute, that is my purpose. I speak with attitude, hard cause the feeling I